What's up, everybody? Working on a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. We're going to be doing a steering rack. This one's got the 5.7 Hemi in it, so it's a little bit tighter. Everything I'm seeing says we got to pull that front diff out. We're going to see if we can cheat that a little bit. The book says to drop the whole front cradle out, but we're definitely not doing that today. Let's see how far we get. Alright, so we got the driver's axle popped out. We're going to go to the passenger side with the diff, so we're just going to leave that there. Just the top knuckle disconnected here. We're going to let it hang on the lower ball joint. Not too big a deal as long as they're in good shape. Just be careful of your brake line, your ABS wire. We don't want to stretch those. On the passenger side over here, we got the long side. So we have to pull this whole axle out, at least out of the differential. I did have to pull the shock fork bolt down here. It was 21, 24. The nut was 24. And then I was able to pull the control arm down enough to get the axle free. But before I did that, I had to remove this little 10mm nut here. And that gave me plenty of leeway to pull on this knuckle and not have to worry about that. I did follow up the ABS line. It runs behind the shock here and connects back here behind this little panel. I always push on the red clip first. I push it from the opposite side first, and then I usually have no trouble getting these Dodges are notorious for stuck clips. I've broken so many. Anyways, we're going to keep going with this. We're going to get this axle out, and then we should be pretty clear to drop the differential out real quick and remove our steering rack. Okay, we got that front diff out. A little bit tricky, not too bad. We got all of these drive shaft bolts out, 8mm. They're Loctited in. Take your time with them because I almost rounded one out. So take your time, be careful. I used a wobble extension with my socket, and it was back in this area somewhere getting it. Had to put a chain wrench around the shaft to hold it steady for me, but we were able to get it out. So you got 18mm bolt, 18mm bolt, and then you got 16 here. I had to pull this little vibration dampener off, but it looks like we got a lot of access now. So I think from here it's going to be pretty easy. We got a T50, I believe, up here, and that's going to be able to collapse up out of the way. Before you pull this bolt, make sure that you have secured your steering wheel. Okay? If you look up here at mine, I take a heavy-duty bungee and I go around the steering wheel and cinch it to the steering wheel with a reverse loop, and then I pull both ends through the door and close it. Okay, my steering wheel is straight right now, and I don't have to worry about it moving. Okay, that rubber bungee is going to hold it in place. And then when we go back up in with the new rack, we're going to center it, and we'll be all hunky-dory. Okay. This axle was kind of just barely hanging in the seal area when I got the diff out, so when you go back in, you gotta make sure we kind of get that stub shaft nosed into that hole before we fully bolt this thing up. You don't want to be in a bad spot later. But from here, I think we're going to be a piece of cake. The line nuts are 18mm, and the bolts that hold the rack in are 24. That's how it's